Hammers up, everyone. Towelliee here. 8.2 PTR. Mechagon. Yeah, we're here. Blizzard has led us into this lovely ancient city known as Mechagon, led by King Mechagon, who has now kind of lost his mind, kind of wants everyone of flesh to be, purely robotic, and he's trying to, make all these poor little gnomes just pure robots, and he has this death robot that he wants to kind of eliminate all life on this island with, and that's where you go into the new mega dungeon, as they call it, with 8 bosses, Operation Mechagon. And that's kind of like a TLDR, I guess. So bad guy, bad gnome wants all fleshed gnomes to be pure robotic, and so we didn't discover that this place even existed until there was a quest line that took us to the Forgotten Vaults in Cold Terrace, and here we are. And I've already been here in Mechagon for a bit, and you guys can just look at general chat because it's fucking hysterical on the PTR. It's almost like you're in your own trade chat on Illidan or Storm Rage. It's pretty funny. So you're part of the Rust Bolt Resistance. The Prince of Mechagon is helping us out, and the whole. Blizzard explains this area, and let me show you the map here so you can see how it is. It's a little bigger than a Timeless Isle, as they state, and it is. You compare the size, it is bigger. But everything here is about randomness. It's about finding spare parts and using those spare parts and all these gnome technologies to be able to create things, make things, little bombs, mounts. I made this mount that I'm currently wearing right now, and the gnomes do have a lot of Titan construct lineage tied to them. So it's a really interesting. The gnomes finally get their 15 minutes of fame in WoW, legitimately. A mega dungeon dedicated to them. Well, to kind of King Mechagon, but to us going in there to defeat them, the bad ones to let the good ones be free. Anyway, so you start off, you get into the Rust Bolt Resistance, you get into Rust Bolt in here, and it's really random. You look on your map and you see a quest that I have pending, and you see one world quest where you get galvanic oscillators, which you need for building shit. But as you go around, you see there's dailies everywhere, and there's the portal to go into the dungeon, and there's dailies, there's people to talk to. Chromie has a quest line here. Sometimes random quests will just pop up, but they don't show on your map. Now, I'm going to give Blizzard a little bit of criticism here, because they're saying that this place is very sandbox. That, you just randomly encounter a quest, and you just do the quest, and the quests do change every day. Like today, I've never seen this one. My loon wants me to kill 8 Sawblade clear cutters and use the living sap of Nordrassil to regrow 8 stumps. So, it's kind of tying the lore into this area. Then you get 40 spare parts. Now you get those spare parts and you go over to the machine, which you eventually will get during the initial quest line. You get the Pascal K196 Junkyard Tinkering, and you get to create things such as an Experimental Adventures Augment, which will give you a 395 Ringer Trinket. You can make yourself a Scrap Grenade that does 12,000 damage, damaging and stunning enemies. You got the Beast Bot Power Pack, an unusual power pack for an unusual bot. And then you have the 100 Fathom Lore. This is used to fish out a lurker below kind of guy. And then you can make the mounts. I made this mount that I'm currently on. And then around the island, you kill rares that only spawn every now and then. Some rares require you. Let me go and travel around the island and show you a little bit more. Some rares require you to get certain keys from certain mobs, or you have to craft a certain key to open up a certain, a certain chest, or some keys are the ways to unlock the mobs to become active. It's a little out there, this place. It is random, but I wouldn't go as far as calling it pure sandbox, because basically those quests are on your map. They're not on your map. You kind of run into them, but this is basically like old school WoW. Back in the day, you just didn't see all the quests on your map. So we're kind of just a little blind, but not really. There's going to be an add-on eventually that'll show you where to go. Then there's chests everywhere. Let's see, we go in here, open up this chest, and this chest could have something like patterns. There's patterns everywhere to make more shit from that big giant robot. And you collect something, empty energy cells and more spare parts. Once again, spare parts is everything. It's like killing those fell, fell mobs in Argus where you have to kill like 5,000 of them to get a title. Well, and around here, spare parts is everything. That's where you're going to be farming. You're going to be just forming groups to farm all these dudes for their spare parts. And then there's cool little things. Let me see if I can get, where's that area? Where's Bondo's junkyard? I think it goes right behind me. Then you can take like your Mechano cat and you can change its color by getting a pattern that unlocks, so you could change the dye of your cat. I mean, that could be the beginnings of something in the future for WoW. Like dyeing your mounts or dyeing your gear. Sometimes I look at stuff like that. I'm like, they're testing something, Where is it? Oh yeah, it's up here. So for me, I've collected the red one right now. And then if you want, you can turn yourself blue, stand in front of here, turn blue, turn greens, quirky little shit like that. This works with your mount too. So if you want your caravan to be green, it could be green, it could be blue. It's a funny zone. Is that a rare? That's Knuckles. That's part of a quest line. Okay. But the randomness of it, I will admit, it is kind of there. It is kind of there. Because every time I've logged into the PTR and I've been here, I've just seen like a different quest line or a different mobs pop up out of nowhere. Eventually, I'm thinking there will be a point in which like the cycle ends and the cycle restarts. If not, that would be crazy. Like if Jeremy and the crew like added up or started adding tons of like just content enough that it would last like a month and then start all over again. And I'm pretty sure we haven't even remotely started to get all the rares out of the way yet. Oh, there's a rare. Yeah, and there's some rares that you do have to be around for, and if you're not there for them, then unfortunately you miss it. And these rares have a lot of health, like the ones that you unlock by doing special shit. They have like they start with 4 million, people start coming in, then they have like 10 million. It's like Argus rares on steroids. What do I get from this one? More spare parts and some AP. But yeah, this is Mechagon. It's going to be completely random. And another cool thing about Mechagon is you just lose yourself in here. I think my first time here on the stream, I was like just traveling around, unlocking shit for 3 hours. And I was with a few people from the stream like, yo, Towelliee, come over here. I just found this crazy shit. Like everything in this place means something. Like this little, what is this? It's lighting up. That means it's something. What is this? You speak. Like there's something to this thing. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something to this. I'll have to figure it out. And that's the beauty of Mechagon. Like shit just starts popping up everywhere. And I'm kind of afraid that Mechagon will kind of lose its flavor over time because obviously add-ons, as I stated a couple minutes ago, will kind of make this trivial. If everything's specifically on timers, add-ons will be like, all right, be here at this time today to be able to kill this rare that's about to pop up, or this special quest line that gives you your special quest line that gives you a specific punch card for your trinket. Now, during the quest line, you do get this cool trinket, and I hope this is a system that carries on to the next expansions. It's called the Pocket Size Compilation Device. It's a trinket with 3 sockets. In these sockets, you equip stats, passives, and utility. It's crazy cool. So, like, I think it's. Let me see if I can find it online. I was not prepared for this. Hold on. Pocket-sized computation device. Pretty sure it's, first thing I'll get is oh, here we go. I can't get the picture to show. God damn it. Don't fail me now. There we go. So then Wowhead tells you kind of what you get in these trinkets. So right now I have the one that gives me let's see, mine gives me verse and haste, which I don't, is that even on here? There's one that gives you crit verse, crit mastery, mastery haste. I'm pretty sure there's much more of the combos. Then you have like your red punch cards, which is like chance on damage or healing to gain 10% haste or deal 7,000 damage to a target, and harmonic dematerializer damage to similar targets. Did someone just sub to me in the middle of a video? I have no idea who that was because I don't have my system up right now. Thank you, whoever that was. And then a red punch card. Channel a cyclonic blast dealing 21,000 damage over 0.5 seconds for 2.5 seconds. And you have to get these by either drops from rares, or you get them from being revered, or sometimes even honored or friendly with the rust bolt resistance. And then the blue cards, they seem like they're quirky ones that don't really deal with damage or anything like that. Increase your lung capacity by 1,000%. Gain a remote circuit bypasser, empowering your ability to manipulate Mechagon foes or track nearby mechanical creatures. I mean, I like this system. I need to know your guys' opinion on this system, because a trinket that you can customize. I mean, you can take this one step further, man. You can start just customizing gear. You know, having slots on your gear in which you can add to your slot, not just a gem, but a passive that says, you know, your abilities have a like 5% chance to increase your damage by 5%, or, you know, your damaging abilities and spells have a 10% chance, you know, to, you know, like to give you a free, like, I don't know, fucking execute or something. Like, that's shit that we haven't seen yet. We've seen them in the wording, just not like in the form of, like, you know, trinkets and slots. To an extent, we kind of have seen it with, I think, were those, it might have been the Shah ones, I think. The ones from Mr. Pandaria. I don't know. But anyway, these punch cards are awesome. And I hope that they really build upon this. And then once you go into Mechagon itself, let's see if Mechagon is up on a dungeon journal. Is it here? Is the gear there? Yeah, like some of the gear here has like equips on it and stuff like that as well. There's Azurite gear with certain aspects on top of it. Like this one has, you know, person computer interface. So there's going to be new traits, but only to the new dungeon and new raid. So check this one out. Increases the effectiveness of red punch cards and yellow punch cards in your equipped pocket-sized computation device by 50%. That's fucking cool. So you're going to have traits that are going to enhance that. So if I have like 300 haste, I'm definitely going to, you know, use that. Let's see what the other ones. Trying to see which ones I can see or shift click and check out. No, as I preview available for your class. Oh, maybe I should just go, you know, Paladin Protection. That's probably easier, Towelliee. Like, hello. Let me go up here. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah. That's a mount. That's a mount from the king. And there's another mount from the HK8 Aerial Oppression Unit. Here's a nice little one-hander. That's fucking awesome. Fusion Hacker. I love that shield, by the way. Oh, my God, I want that shield. But I'm looking at this almost for the first time with you guys. So, that's a change there. Let's get rid of this one. Let's take a look at the... Oh, that was the head. Here are the shoulders. So shoulders have one called Clockwork Heart. Once per minute while in combat, gain 276 haste, critical strike, mastery reverse for 12 seconds. Okay, that's not bad. Once per minute. Sure. I'll take it. Is there a chest one? Helm chest? No chest. Oh, there it is. And then the same thing, Clockwork Heart. So there's a few traits that got added just for the dungeon, just to kind of keep the Azurite armor relevant, I would assume. But now check this out. So they have rings, right? And these rings are called, I think they're called Rings of Binding or something. Now, when you look at the rings, they each have their own little thing to it. So if you activate ability while your health is below 50%, and we don't know what happens. If you deal Holy Fire Arcane damage, something happens. If you deal Shadow Frost of Nature, something happens. These ones over here. Equip something, then you gain 200 haste for 15 seconds. So I think you're supposed to combine them. You know, so like, I think if you wear both rings, okay, so let's see. Because this is Loop of Desperation. Then Overclock and Bitband. So if I was a tank, I'd be like, if you deal Holy, and I wouldn't be me. Now Shadow Frost Nature. No, I think it would be this one. So I guess if you combine these two rings, if you activate an ability while your health is below 50%, then you gain 200 haste for 15 seconds. I think that's the way you're supposed to combine them. Or then you absorb the next 10,000 magic damage, or you heal up to 5 injured allies. It should be like a nice little mix there. So yeah, I mean, this is Mechagon with the Operation Mechagon mega dungeon as well. Once that dungeon is up, I know I blabbed a lot during this video. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what Blizzard has in store for us. I'm excited for this island. I think in the short term, the first like 2-3 weeks of just going around getting yourself revered so you can finally get your flying unlocked with the new, what is it called? God damn it, Pathfinder. will be fun. Hopefully the punch card system, engages you. Hopefully there's more rares and they keep adding to it. That's the key thing that Blizzard needs to do with this place. They need to add more content to Mechagon as the expansion goes forth. And the hardest part will be after this expansion is over to continuously have some sort of cycle to Mechagon so people can come back here and still get old stuff, old achievements, old mounts. There's mounts everywhere on this island. There's rares everywhere. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your opinions on Mechagon. If you want more coverage, you can always come to my live stream. I'm doing Mechagon every morning, just doing my rounds on Towelliee, experiencing new rares and new quests and new things. I need more punch cards, goddammit. I want to be your penis.